Hey guys, welcome to another GFG's videos. Welcome to the first podcast that we have for y'all. Woo! Let's fucking today we have a couple of our core members here today. We have me, GFG Clouds. We have Cloud here, we have Peaches here, we have TK here, and we have Uncommon.
Ukaman!
Uka Man or Uka Man, because I've been fucking it up this entire week. I had no idea I was
All
saying it
weekend
wrong.
long.
All weekend long. I didn't find out till fucking Sunday that
Uncommon.
and then we also have the Bajan the security, also known as Jesse, if you guys know him in the Central Valley area. A great player, both Digimon and One Piece. I hope you ever get to play against him. You do, because you're in for a great time and in for always a great learning experience when you play against him. But this is the first episode of the podcast, so we're gonna introduce ourselves, talking about like our history with TCG, what kind of decks we like to play styles for both Digimon, One Piece, games we play or focused, and if we have any turn experiences, we do. So we'll start with our guest, Beja Security. Jesse, take it away, man.
All right, thanks, Josh. I appreciate that intro. And yes, if you guys ever have a chance to come to the Central Valley, I'd love to play with you guys. My TCG history, of course, back in the childhood days, I played that old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanilla beatdown. I mean, who didn't? But as far as competitive TCGs, the first TCG that got me into the scene is now named Dragon Ball Super Masters now, I guess. I didn't go into the larger scale events very often. I went to a regional and this great event called Celebrations. It was completely free. All the side events were free. Like, it was just free. And they introduced new cards. I ended up getting top 128 in there, and I did play a pretty degenerate deck. It was called Agents of Destruction. It was pretty darn good. Spits out like 6 bodies, and they all do critical damage. And if you know what that does, that means instead of a card going to their hand, it goes to the trash. So it's pretty powerful. But that from there, I went back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And hated it. Met some. I told them it was. I always love Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. It's just. It has that, that old school thrill, right? Like, it's, it kind of introduces most future TCG players, but it is a thing of the past. Like, and it will, and from then on, it will stay in the past.
Yeah.
For DDS, I will say, I guess my biggest win. I didn't play in a large scale event, but there's a card called Victory Strike, and there was a tournament locally at Legends Comics and Games. The winner got the Victory Strike, which is now like a $2,000 card.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I managed to win with my favorite deck, Shinron Veggies. Shout out them. They're pretty trash now, but they were good at the time. But the game that now I'm in and absolutely love, I love the IP, is probably why I'm here, Digimon. I love the game, and I'll continue to love the game until the end of its existence. I do have a couple tops. I got two, didn't win. I got 2 top 4 Team War events with the boys, and it was a really fun event. I ain't gonna call out no events, but I do hosts, but I do think the judges should be there a little bit more often, but I do think it was overall, it was their first time ever running a Team War event. So, of course, issues are going to happen, but yeah. Great event. And then my biggest event that I've topped in, I got a top 16 for a Play TCG regional. I played Shine Greymon, and it was a great time. That was when Geo Gray was at 4, and it hit every single time. And
dude, Geo 4, dude, I can only imagine.
Yeah, bro, it was sick.
Mine was so busted.
Yeah, based on the decks that you guys that I've been mentioning, you could tell I'm a hyper aggro player. I'm not I'm always choose decks, and especially in larger scale events, I either choose decks that I'm gonna win in 20 minutes or I'm gonna lose in 15 minutes. But that's just my reasoning. I just think that I'd rather either, you know, especially an IRL event where you can't just like go go to the kitchen and make some food. I need to be full. I don't like to feel like starving throughout the entire events. So that's just my mindset recently. And then finally Nats. This previous season, I got I got placed exactly 90th, so they did top 128. So I just missed day 2 by 1 win.
Yeah.
I brought Red Hybrid. Shout out to boy Wyatt for letting me borrow it, and it is a very powerful deck. Just don't see Machine Dramon in round 8, and you'll win.
Jesus.
What was he doing there?
Yeah, but that is my intro.
Like, yo, you made it this far?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
Here,
bro,
dude?
like table 12. Like, I'm like looking at this dude, and he's a YouTuber. Shout out Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, great guy. But hate Machine Dramon and all the wall decks. I want to just win. Nah.
No. Yeah, dude.
But yeah, again, thank you for that. I'll hand it over to whoever's next.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. Thank you, Jesse. Like I said, thank you so much for being a part of our first episode today. It means a lot.
Appreciate you
It's
for
a
having me.
pretty monumental moment for GFG, the team. And we're gonna go from the oldest members to the newest. So between Peaches and Uncommon, you guys are kind of the OGs here.
Do we have Uncommon here? If not, I can go. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go up next then. So yeah, so my name's Peaches. My name's Zach. But go by Peaches, GFG Peaches. So to talk about my TCG history, so I grew up with 3 older brothers in the house. So they were all into TCG before I was ever into TCG. So they were telling me, fake rules and stuff. When I first started, they just wanted to beat my ass as hard as they could. Like,
yeah, your cards.
That's pretty much all it
your
was.
cards destroyed. What?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, wait, I can't. You just did this. I can't do this too. That was pretty much me growing up.
Yeah.
But that was mostly in Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. But that stuff wasn't really competitive. It was just me and my brothers and a couple of my friends usually. I didn't really get into like the competitive scene until kind of right after high school. I went to my local community college, and there's like a group in our cafeteria where they had just TCG going, and I was like, oh, I like TCGs. And I was like, oh, there's a competitive setting for this stuff. This is pretty cool. So I dusted off my old water deck. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this stuff's gonna slap. And then I get in there and I get clapped up by like synchros, and I'm just like, oh, whoa, what is this? So I had to adapt, and that's when I love learning. And especially in like TCGs, it's super fun to like really get into like all the intricacies of like both your own deck and how those things interact with other decks, which takes me to like some of my more competitive play styles. I'm very much into because I'm not like a meta slave at all. I really like to do things like tier 2, tier 2.5, and those decks that I just like to find that have like unique matchups that are kind of like toolboxy, where you can make some changes no matter what to kind of adjust for the meta. So I played Elemental Heroes when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh competitively, and then going into the next game that I played competitively would be Digimon. In Digimon, I play Imperial, so it's a bit of a faster deck, but I kind of make some adjustments just to make it a more toolboxy deck, while still keeping its identity.
Yeah.
So as far as like colors in Digimon, I'm playing mostly blue, green, red. I also play Wargreymon, or Black Wargreymon Tribal. Black Wargreymon's thick, and he's been strong for like a lot of metas, and he's still relevant. So I stick on that. Other card games I've played, Vanguard, just a little bit on Bermudas. Never played it really competitively. Kind of just like with the homies and stuff. And then like, what did I play? Not White Shorts, but not Wise, but what's one with the Cheshire Cat?
Force of Will.
Force of Will, yeah, we played a bit of Force of Will. I don't know if that one even survived. And then most recently we've been getting into Yeah, and then most recently we've been getting into One Piece, which I've been having a lot of fun on. I was handed Dofi, and it was exactly the deck to put me on immediately. So, and it's the purple green Dofi, if you guys know it. It's not exactly super competitive, but with like knowing the matchups, if you know the matchups well, like, and
hey man,
people just
hey
they
man,
just
you
don't
topped it.
expect
Speaks
you.
for itself, man.
Yeah, the people just don't expect you. So, and as far as like results, I haven't had any like real larger tournament results. I did last year's for Digimon Nationals. I ended up going like 5 rounds undefeated, and then by round 10, I think it was 11 rounds last year, right? 10, 11.
10, almost 10 rounds in 20.
But then by round 9, I was X3 after going XO through 5 rounds. And all the boys were all dying, so I'm like, let's go get some dinner, guys. The hope is dead. Let's go. So we didn't end up actually getting like a. It's probably like something like 180th or something like that, but nothing, nothing really too significant.
I know.
And yeah, that's pretty much me, my TCG history.
Before I hop in and do mine, I know we covered it a little bit on the TikTok when I was doing daily vlogs for 2023 Nets, but I think we're gonna have to do like a dedicated episode for the podcast for that trip. Holy fuck, that trip was wild.
What trip?
Yeah.
The Nats 2023.
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
No, you were not, unfortunately. But Jesse was. Jesse has his own bonkers side. God, man, that was just an insane ass weekend.
It was crazy.
Y'all all went together.
Yeah.
No.
Same. But yeah, we did, but we didn't.
Yeah,
we
we
were on the
were.
road together.
We were on the road. We were on the battle together.
Yeah, really.
Very different car rides for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we had to drive through blizzards to get to that event.
That's great.
Oh
And
my
a police
god.
escort.
How much do you love Digimon?
Bro, I literally felt
almost
like
died
Ash
for it.
Ketchum trying to make it to fucking
Dead
Mewtwo's
ass,
island. My Squirtle, fuck, save me.
Hell yeah.
And we had Jesse who got suspended and was told he couldn't unsuspend.
Fuck for real.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He literally hit an ice wall.
Dude, yeah. Literally, quite literally. I don't know if we're saving that for another episode, but you know, that if we are, take that as a promo, you know.
Yeah, we'll say we could say that for a video for sure. There's so much, man. There's so much we could do, and I love it. Yeah, Uka man, whenever you're ready.
What's up, guys? My name's Uncommon or Wyatt. I've been playing card games since the pyramids were still young. There's actually a really cool video that our other member who's not here, Parker, made that we're gonna have to put a link to in this video.
Sure.
Eventually, it's gonna go on the channel.
Yeah, we'll add a link.
That goes into a really good history of a lot of the players in the Central Valley. So I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I recommend watching that video. But I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon to start off with. Never really played the game. You know, everybody made up their own rules kind of thing. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like the first card game that I ever played structurally. And then I never really played it competitively up until high school. I thought I was playing competitively, but I was playing anime rules.
Anime rules, yeah.
Yeah. And then I got boobopped by my little brother's friend's cousin who actually did go participate in regionals and stuff like that in LA. And I thought that was like so cool. Nah, he smoked me and then taught me like how competitive Yu-Gi-Oh works. And then it was just kind of learning curve from there. After that, the most proficient, when I really started getting proficient in competitive card games would be Card Fight Vanguard, though. Aqua Force for life, cough cough. Admiral, the birth of the Gale Force, Admiral Gale Force. I love Aqua Force, Maelstrom Dragon. But my avatar would be Blaster Dark, Shadow Paladins for life. After Vanguard, though, I took a hiatus. There was the blend of other card games here and there. Wise, whenever Bandai said, "Here's a new card game," I would say, "Yes, Daddy." Or not Bandai, sorry, Bushi. Whenever Bushi would say, "Here's a new card game," I say, "Yes, Daddy." Uh, Even God, what was it? Luck and Logic. I even played Luck and Logic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Buddy Fight was a huge thing, huge phase for me. I love Buddy Fight. R.I.P. Thailand's gonna save us. Let's see here. I'm actually designing my own card game on the side for the last couple of years.
The shout out. What's its name?
We still the name in progress.
Workshopping.
Stonework.
Workshop the card game. No, yeah. So I'm very passionate about card games and gaming in general. But in terms of playstyle, I really like toolbox decks and aggressive decks. When I started playing Digimon, I hopped right onto Red, and I was playing the JP format for for BT1. I was playing Red. I didn't quite understand the deck building there at the time, and then by the time it translated over to the West, when we had what was it, 1.5 or 1.0? Yeah, 1.0 format. I was playing purple because Beelzemon was there, so I was able to go right onto the boy. And that was more of a control deck, which at the time was really against playing the C word. But control is not my forte, but I've grown accustomed to the more aggressive purple play styles as the game's evolved. I've been playing Fender for the last month now.
Yeah, just about.
And so I've always transitioned back and forth to purple. As a kid, Gabumon was one of my favorite Digimon, and he's usually blue or purple. Let's see here, but I think the deck I've had the most success on right now lately has been Fenrir. Bravemon is my favorite Digimon and my favorite deck in the card game because hand control is a huge mechanic that I thoroughly enjoy. Huckmon, to explain that, when I was also getting back into the card game, I saw the little dinosaur puppy, and he was really cool. And then he had a really cool appearance at Digimon Try.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dinosaur puppy. But looking forward to the new birds for Liberators. Digimon Liberators is looking like a really cool franchise. I've caught a lot of the clips. Shout out to the other YouTubers who are doing audio dubs for it. Digipanda, Ride My Avatar, I believe you guys are both doing it, and they are both great. Terramon is lit, and Galemon is going to be the new mascot for Gale Force Gaming.
Hell yeah. Do you have any what games are you focusing on right now, and what's your tournament
Right now,
experience?
tournament experience-wise, I'm focusing on Digimon, and then we are transitioning into One Piece. When Unina Arena comes out, I'm probably going to look into that. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like Bleach and Code Geass, so I'm gonna have to go pay Johnny Younglush like $1,000 at one time just to sign every card I have.
True.
Gorilla.
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah,
have so
man.
much shit for that guy to sign, and he's gonna be like, wait, how do you even know that I was in this?
Hell yeah, dude. Cool. We'll pass it on to TK next. TK Smith, also an OG member of the Gale Force Gaming.
Yeah, so best way to start out, I hope you guys can hear me all right. I've been having some mic issues when I was
We can.
testing,
You're good.
but
Beautiful, sounding good.
getting into TCG games, I was living at the coast, going to school, and one of my employees at one of the stores I was running was like a huge geek nerd, everything like out in the open. Like I always kept it high school and everything. Like I love Yu-Gi-Oh, I love everything, but kept itself. Like he really brought me out of my shell so I can play, and we would be like at McDonald's playing at a 24-hour open McDonald's, playing there for
what a
24 hours
time.
straight.
You remember those days?
I forgot.
The best of
and then-
times.
The worst of time.
Right? There was one of the girls at McDonald's that had a crush on me, so she like hooked me up with free food. That was hype.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Even better.
Shout out to Anna if you ever see this.
Love it for you.
Thank you for the free slushy. Or thank you for the free ice cream.
What are you talking
Came
about?
back to the Central Valley to help my parents out. And when I did, I still had like my Yu-Gi-Oh decks and everything. Like my favorite deck was Ancient Gear Golem. Like I thought, oh man, dude, I OTK, like I get so big, power bond, make a 45k double damage or piercing damage attacks all Digimon or dual monsters. This is awesome. Saw there was a tournament in Fresno, went, got boo bopped. Apparently it was like a OTS store, and this I just got bodied. One of the guys told me about Game Core in Visalia. Went there, met some of the community. It was hype. Wyatt was working at that shop, got me into Vanguard. I went and bought a deck. Went to a Vanguard Springfest big tournament with a childhood friend and one of his buddies. I was X1 in that tournament with like 2 more rounds to go. And my buddy was like, hey, we got to go. We're tired because they scrubbed out like early. And I was X1. I was like, all right, well, let's go. And when I got back, told Wyatt about it because when I was giving like the deck box and all the free swag that I got, and he was like, no, you're my team now. And I was adopted into the team.
That's awesome.
So that's how I got myself into the team, which was really cool. And then when I started focusing more on Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit, I remember just thinking to myself when I was playing like the Gear Golems and everything, I was like, dude, I don't think these guys are better than me. They're just playing better cards and they're spending money on cards. So
Yo, that's crazy.
at that point, I dropped money on Goals, Ashes, Trickstar Reincarnations, and I decided I'm going to troll these guys that are all playing max rarity. I played common Trickstars and was waxing people playing Sky Strikers and stuff like that during that format. Digimon drop, got into Digimon, got the nickname TK Smith off of, I don't know if anybody played Digimon early format, when Blue Omnimon was basically tier 0. I built a blue-yellow deck that when I went to tournaments, I was 2-0ing Blue Omnimon left and right because they just didn't know how to do it, how to play against it because the DP reduced and the recovery just wasn't there. And so a lot of people didn't play it. So that deck was like a shocker. So that's how I got into Digimon, was playing that. I would say my play style is much more control side, and if it's got a control with an aggression, I will play it. Notable examples is like Shine. I control your board by minusing DP, but I can still aggro. And as of right now, Leviathan. So I really, my main thing is I want to control what you do. That way I can make sure I do what I want to do, and add some aggression on top.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. Any tournament experience or like large events or anything like that?
Well, if I would have finished that Vanguard tournament, I would have, I believe, finished like somewhere in the top 8s. The following year, I believe I got top 16. In the last round, I would have made top 4, I think, but I just didn't know how to play against the Itachi. At least top 32. I don't remember. I was so tired. It was such a long day.
Yeah, during the B era.
Vanguard base. What was the deck I was playing? The
Murakumo? Yeah, you're playing Murakumo. You're playing Hyuga.
Yeah, with Hyuga. But that was such a long day. We got there like 4 a.m., I want to say, and didn't leave until 8. On that venue, they literally closed the venue down, and we had to go upstairs to just like a small room that they had to rent really quick.
That was the event Solemn Vanguard was at, right?
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
That was I believe one of the LA teams flew him out from Europe.
Jesus.
But I've played, I think, 1 Digimon regional, and it was the first one in person. I tried taking mass, they just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But I don't do online stuff because I live out in the country right now and my internet's terrible. So I need some more in-person events so I can go and show that I can be a top player.
Yeah.
Because I think I can, especially with this team backing me and all the plays that I get in.
Hell yeah, dude. Cool. Well, thank you, TK. Last, the most baby of the member, me, Cloud. Quite literally joined the team, I want to say like a month ago. Not even
Yeah,
like
just to preface it, when did you take off to
for
the
deployment.
when did you deployment?
Oh, for the record, y'all, I'm in the Navy and I went on deployment, and so you may see me come in and out between videos, but no, GFG is always in my hearts when I do go do my thing, save the world. I left November, like mid November, so of last
So
year.
yeah, November last year. We wanted to pick you up right before you went on deployment, and then you're like, I am gonna go on the boat,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, fuck.
Cause you guys were helping me build Mirage, and that's like
Yeah.
the I guess when I joined, or like you guys didn't tell me yet, but when I got back, it was like the nicest thing.
Uh,
Like
yeah, you had performed really well at local events, and you were other than like you were one of the newer players who in the community who were actually thought provoking. You were picking our brains. You were trying to get better. You were actively learning, looking for ways to get better. You came up. You're the reason we do even attempt to try to do like mini events, side quests during locals. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's true.
thanks. Yeah, I'm the youngest member here. I'm also like probably the youngest in terms of TCG history wise. Very thankful to the GFG's team. I because of the Navy, I've just moved around a lot, so I couldn't really maintain the hobby. Um, but my TCG history, I think everyone started on the same foot. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh is our big nostalgia baby that we all grew up on. Um, I really started trying to take it seriously just because I wanted to have fun with like my church friends was probably during like high school, and high school we started pulling packs, and I pulled a Denko Seka and I thought I was nuts, and decided
Denko Thicka.
yeah,
Tanko Seka is nuts.
Denko Seka is nuts, and wanted to build a deck around that. And we had another dude in our church who was like trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh as well. And so my first deck for Yu-Gi-Oh when I started taking it seriously was Noble Knights when they released
Hey, let's go.
when they released the Merlin package and the Murdoch
I still
package.
got that playmat right now,
Yeah, dude.
actually.
Yeah, that whole like thing, I bought it and I was like, this is it. Like this is gonna be great.
I love Noble Knights.
So played Noble Knights with the round tables, all that stuff, and was just having a good time. And I met another friend through locals during that time, who him and I, unfortunately not friends anymore, but a very special place in my heart because we went through so much TCG together. Him and I went hard in the paint. We were like a duo. We would play test with each other, like trades, and like we were just so young at the time, and like this was like we all said, like you're play testing, you just got like your license, and you kind of have that new freedom. And what I did was just play at fucking Denny's or at fucking McDonald's 24 hours, just like zoinked out of my mind right after locals and just testing because we loved it. We just loved like challenging ourselves like in such a fun, intuitive way that like card games bring out of you. But during that time, after Noble Knights, I transitioned to Yang Zings, and Yang Zings was really fun, and I was like literally missing one Yang Zing path left, and this was during the format of like Nekroz, Satellar Knights, Shadal's, Burning Abyss, the big three, big four, whatever you want to call it. And during that time, I made a crazy call during locals where we were all thinking a ban list was gonna come out, and I told this dude he was trying to get rid of his Nekroz because he was afraid of the ban list. He didn't want to lose value. And I told this dude, hey man, I'll trade you my Yang Zings for your entire Nekroz deck. And he talked to his
You're a monster.
dude, yeah, I know, dude. And he's like talking to his homie, and I just little whisper in his ear like, it's gonna get banned anyways, bro. I just really like the cards. I don't really care if it works out or not. I just really want the cards myself because it was hard to get. I was like, didn't have the money for it, but I really wanted to play it. And he was like, sure. We shook hands. Still no ban list 3 months later, dude. The come up was crazy. Had a full Nekroz deck, and I was like, yo, we had 3 Brios, freaking 4 Valks. The pop up was crazy. 2 Trishulas. It was amazing, and I love the deck so much. Such a beautiful art. But after that, me and my homie, we hopped out of the game, and we just found at that time the Yu-Gi-Oh community would just be so toxic, and then we just transitioned to playing Pokemon because we still wanted to play card games. Pokemon was fun. It was just it didn't feel like it had that competitive edge that Yu-Gi-Oh gave. Because Pokemon kind of everyone just ends up running the same toolbox. Everyone runs Pokeballs, everyone runs escape routes, float stones, and all that stuff, and like just didn't give it that itch for us.
It's
And then
very safe game.
yeah, and then after that, I went to go join the Navy, and I heard about Digimon TCG coming out, and I was like so super excited for it. Completely forgot about it when I was on deployment, and when I hit my first duty station, after going through boot camp, going through my training and all that stuff, I hit North Carolina, and I was next to a Marine base, and there was 3 card shops out there. Went out there and came to find out Digimon had been out, and it was fucking BT6 already. And I was like, holy shit, I've missed out so much. So instantly hopped into the game, and started playing. My first deck was, I believe, Jessmon out the gate. And then
A Noble Knights Co-Royal Knight, baby.
Yep. And then after Jessmon, I wasn't too crazy about the play style, and I played it for a little bit, and then it also got hit. Savior got hit, so I was pretty pissed. And then I transitioned to playing Gabubon. That's what I switched to playing to. No, psych. Jessmon into Beelstar. And then at the same
There we
time
go.
while I was playing Beelstar, I also picked up Gabubon at the same time because it was just relatively cheap, minus the Gabubons itself. And then BT6 into EX1 played Gabubon, where I was the only one in a tournament running the Analog Boy. And there's in terms of my tournament experience, my only real tournament experience on a large event scale was an online tournament that was I think it was by Guild Force Gaming in conjunction with Mario's team as well.
Air
And
Force?
Oh, it was Gaia Force and Luxury, yeah.
yeah, so my homies that I was playing with in North Carolina, shout out to Moon TCG, and as well as Kyle Willis, those homies out there. I was playing with them, and they were Gaia Force that turned into Royal Knights, I think, in terms of their like Discord stuff. And then I was playtesting with Dan Vang for like, I didn't even know he was like the people's champ, but I was playtesting with him. I didn't even know it.
Hey,
Yeah,
go ahead.
and
Go ahead.
and and then also like I played in that tournament, and there's a clip of me somewhere where Mario's like in voice call, and he's like, "Why are we running Analog Boy? Who runs Analog Boy in Gabubon?" And I literally hit the play and win game where uh what was it, Gabubon swinging security, pass turn, he kills himself, and then it retained turn at 0, and then I hammer spark twice, and then hybrid for game. And I was like, this is my, I was like,
Double hammer spark.
but yeah, I digress. Yeah, and then after that, went to playing a bunch of other games too. We played Weiss, we played Vanguard when I first came out here, to some of the other guys that are in the Central Valley area that I play with. I played a bunch of stuff, but like Digimon's my main game, and I think One Piece is like next on the list. I think it's really, really good and a good place too. And very thankful to be a part of this team. Let's talk about locals this week, guys. What everyone play this week?
So Friday, I played Fenrir all weekend long.
Jesus.
All weekend long.
Fenrir.
For myself, I kind of bounced around a little bit between.
I would like to say that you played 3 decks in one tournament on Friday. I saw you.
In one tournament. Oh, I might have actually did that, so that's
No,
why.
you did.
But I did at least enter
Imperial,
3. I was gonna say I entered 3 different decks at least, which was Armor, Blackwarn, Imperial. So I didn't play Security Control this week, which is, I don't know. I kind of wanted to play it a little bit just because it was kind of hot in the news recently with the whole thing in the East that they have going on. Where it's going to be considered a loss for both players.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I kind of just went with the dice roll, honestly, from the other decks, and they performed okay. So happy with that.
Okay. I played Beelstar as per usual, and today, Sunday, I also decided to try out the Marcus vaccine, which was I have some opinions about that. We'll get to that later. Jesse, what'd you play this week?
I've actually played this previous Sunday. I played Numamon, the boogeyman of the format, and I didn't play the rest of the weekend, but I did play on previous Tuesday at Health Points and I played Mirage Galgamon.
Okay.
Question: how big was the health point event this weekend? How many players do y'all have?
I didn't go on Saturday, but I went on the Tuesday.
Oh, on the Tuesday event. Okay.
Yeah, that one was only 10 players, but they prized out 2 boxes.
Two
Okay,
boxes
okay.
for 10 players.
On
Just for
Tuesday?
10 players, yeah. They really take care of the players. Yeah.
Kind of crazy, honestly. Maybe I do have to go to Tuesdays.
I was gonna
And
say
Smith? Do we have Smith? Do we have TK?
TK Smith. He might be with
We
child.
might have lost some audio here. Smith, if you can hear me, try just backing out of the lobby and then coming back in.
I'll help him out. He smacked. No.
Well, at least you can hear us. But just to keep the segment going along, I guess we'll just talk about what Smith played. So Smith was on Levia this whole week, right?
Yes. Smith
Levia,
would be
Levia
on
X.
Levia all weekend long.
I don't know about Numa being the boogeyman, but man, Levia is just a
Levia is
bully.
bully.
I was gonna say, if that's the boogeyman,
He's just
it's
a water
bully.
puppy, guys. He doesn't
It's
do
a
nothing.
swamp
Whoa, a
puppy,
swamp
Smith.
puppy. I don't.
Man,
I like we've been talking about Numamon being the big boogeyman. Everyone's been fucking talking about it, but I haven't seen it. I've literally never seen it played until like
I literally think Jesse's the only person with the balls big enough to play it at locals.
Yeah.
You get all the
It's-
hate from it.
I respect it. I love the slug.
It's really powerful. I think Levia. Well, I don't know if we want to talk about matchups just yet, but it is right up there in my opinion. But
Oh,
dude,
It's
I
almost
ain't
like a
gonna
Levy
lie,
matchup.
man. TK with his Levia shit, he be doing things, y'all. God damn, man, he be piling it like
Yo.
Hashtag getting
crazy.
3 levies out in a single game.
3
at the
levies
same
out
time.
is crazy. Oh,
You're a
my
mad
lord.
lad.
3 levies is
Yeah, he had
crazy.
3
It's
levies.
okay, guys. I what's it called? For Devimon, I popped 3 sec 1s on him and swung for 4.
Oh,
That shit was
Gross.
crazy. He was swing. He was like 18k swinging for 4, and they're like, what? Yeah, dude, it was fucking wild.
I'm
But-
telling you, you gotta attack the
Devimon
two.
best deck, bro.
I high key love BT14 Devimon. I think that
Dude, he's so sick.
one of
man.
the coolest pseudo boss monsters in the game.
It feels so good to play, man. And it comes up. I talk about it a lot in previous videos, and I'll say it again. That on deletion fucks people up, man. I'm pulling RNG God when I rip something from your hand, but last week I played against this Terriermon player, and I just ripped every Rapidmon in his hand. He literally had 6 Rapids in trash, bro. He couldn't evolve to 4 for the life of him. Couldn't Mega Gargo,
Yep.
couldn't nothing, and it was just like, feels bad. Thanks.
Destruction is clutch.
I was gonna say, as a Ravemon main, I can respect that.
For sure.
And
The
Yeah.
fact that Levimon right now can get some hand destruction. Granted, it's your opponent gets to choose on what's discard.
Yeah.
But if they mess up or miss combo, they can buy
It can
them.
come up.
Yeah.
I
I'm,
can
I'm
appreciate
just saying that deck does too much.
It really does.
It does.
Overtune.
But
Once
but,
I get the Levy X, what else am I
Pops
going to do? Come on now.
Tamers, pops 5 cards on play.
Yo,
strip
no,
from
guys,
hand,
we're not.
Digivolve from
Guys,
trash.
we're not turning this into a shit session where we shit on TK for playing fucking Levy, guys.
No, we're
I
not.
did wanna
I'm
add-
just shitting on Levia.
Yeah.
I
go.
did want to
local,
add
baby.
Smith or TK. He was also piloting Shine on Friday,
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yes, that
okay.
is
So it wasn't Levy all
and
week,
he
it was
also
Shine.
took first with Shine on
No,
Friday.
He took second.
Oh,
I took
second.
first.
Sorry.
Thanks for rubbing
Hey.
that in.
Oh yeah, just rub it in a reminder.
I guess you only have to. I guess you can only win with Levy. My bad.
That's crazy, yo.
Hey man, who were you playing on round 3 and playing swapping decks every other?
Yo, just
round?
put him
Ooh.
on blast.
Did
Did you even show up?
Those
Yo.
first 5 minutes of the podcast, man.
That's crazy. We're just shitting like hey, let's
Let's be real here. Hold on. Friday only had 5 players. We could do whatever we wanted.
we really kind of just ran that table to the ground.
Out of the 5 players, 4 of them were GFG. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start from top down, from according to what I see on the screen on the left hand side. But if you want to go into your matchups this week for locals, go ahead and take it away. Just see what happened, man.
Yesterday, Matt Bird, I played against the boy Peaches round 1. It was a crazy match. It was against his Magnamon while I was on Numi. It was really, really neck and neck. Kind of came down to just who had Death Xmon. And then second was Mirage Galgamon. I actually think Mirage is super favored against Numamon, but I feel like my opponent just didn't pilot the deck very well. But
Can you
I
send me your
think
opponent's list by chance?
for Mirage,
I'm probably gonna play it this week.
I got you. Well, I can send you my list. Might be
That's
might
better.
might be a bit more optimal. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
know,
round three,
That's crazy.
had to play against my boy TK and Levia, and that was a very, very hot battle. Round 1, I got it. Round 2, he got. Round 3, he just obliterated me. He had 3 Levias on board, and it was rough.
Sometimes
Jesus
Numamon
is
just
long.
can't help but play into Levy.
Jesus, dude.
Like-
Yeah, the matchup is rough because like
It's
the
so
idea is
hard,
like
dude.
you have to smack them like the first 3 turns, because if they can stabilize, there's nothing really ideally you could do, because the moment you float, they float into a bigger thing and they blow up your board, and it's pretty rough. So I will say you have to win quick, because they will not. If you don't beat them by turn 3, they are going to stabilize. Do you want to go over my my Tuesday tournament, or?
Go through the whole line, man. Go through all of it, bro.
Sure.
Every event you play
That previous
this-
tournament, I placed second, but on Tuesday, I played Mirage Galgamon. Round 1, I played against Numamon, and it was really easy to Mirage really favored into that match. Round 2, I played against another Numamon, another 2-0. Then round 3, I played against Bunnies, and hate that deck. That's my Mega Gargo. Being able to say you cannot Digivolve is such a powerful mechanic,
That is
and
the main mechanic.
that Rapidmon that does not let me bounce it. Hate that card too. So I also placed second in that event, forever second, and yeah, that was. And we're just doing Digimon, correct, or are we doing One Piece as well?
Yeah, we were gonna cover One Piece as well. Yeah, like throw it in there.
Today I played Katakuri round 1. Played it against Gecko. It was a very close match. The guy saw 2 Kuzans, and I kind of ultimately, if you can out the big moms pretty easily, it's pretty easy for them. Round 2, played against Reiju. I just know the matchup really well, so it was a pretty easy match. Round 3, I played against Red Purple Law, and that one was tough. He bottom decked 2 Kikanojos and 2 of my Parasparrows, so it really just came down to me top decking reject, and he didn't have a blocker, so just went all in on leader. And then round 4, I just played against Yamato. There was a couple misplays in there, and kind of ultimately won me the game. But I felt like I was going to lose from the start of the game, because my hand was 3 event cards and 2 moms, and I was like, well, bro, but just like my gamer tag says, Bayesian security, and it kind of, there was 2 Beiges and 2 Amarus in there, and kind of saved me the game. And Yamato doesn't really play bodies on board; they just keep swinging lead, and it just, if I don't have to deal with any bodies, it's kind of free. And yeah, so I placed second again, so again, forever second. And those are my tournament results.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Being first to last.
Hey, look, in my opinion, as much as like I'm hungry for that first place, because I personally still haven't placed first in an event, I'm still happy that I made second, because at least I'm repping us out there. I want first, but usually it's
as long as there's prizing, you're good.
yeah, facts, dude. As long as there's prizing, I'm walking away happy. The competitive edge in me still is like, I want that first as much as I can, but optimistically speaking, like prizing, I'll take it, man, because who doesn't love prizing?
Especially one.
Oh yeah, and that, I mean, that's like really cool about having the drive to win. You could get prizing, but also just being able to still have that mindset that I want to crave them getting first place. Is, to me, that's really important as a player too.
Absolutely.
But prizing does make things better. Puts a smile on my face.
Hey, let's be real. Sometimes top like second place prizing is way better than first place prizing.
Right? Them judge
I
packs.
agree. I agree.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Winner
Winner
packs,
packs.
the
Sometimes second place wins gets the AA over the first place winner packs. Like
Okay, I think first place should be able to pick on which one of the prizing packs that they want.
that's crazy.
I,
no,
Played to the TOs. Yeah, for sure.
nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nothing. I said nothing. Yeah. Peaches, if you wanna, I'll pass it to you next about how you
Yeah.
played.
Okay. Let's see. We did a lot of tournaments this week. So started off on Friday. We went to Triumph, and then I want to say I ended up playing Black War Gray. I don't even know if did we do 3 rounds? Do you guys remember?
For Triumph, we did 3 rounds. We did 3 rounds.
Well,
I actually don't remember how that even went. I ended up getting second. I got third.
Yeah,
There were four players.
5 players
five?
total.
five.
It was
Five
us
players.
four,
Yeah.
and then David.
But Black War, just kind of doing Black War things. Can't even really speak to the matchups because I can't even say I really remember them. Did I even happen to play the one player that wasn't from the team? I don't think I did.
I
No,
don't
you
think
played
so.
me round 1, and I don't even think you played Black War against me. This was the tournament since there was like nobody there. You kind of just like. bounced
Oh, I
around.
played Imperial. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I got waxed. I played Imperial.
Jesus.
It's
Like
not
round 2,
ready.
maybe you played with Black War.
I might have played Black War in round 2. Just for...
That's tough as
anyways.
hell.
Let's go to the tournaments that I was actually more dialed into. So the next day we ended up going over to Hanford and we played sorry, not Burt
DJs.
Park.
DJ.
That's where I took Black War.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my first matchup I ended up playing against Levy. He had just picked the deck up. It wasn't even completely complete, and the list was a bit suboptimal. And so you could just kind of, and it's one of those decks that can be a little punishing when you misplay. So I was able to kind of take advantage of that. And then the next round, I ended up going against another Levy deck. It was a very similar situation, except for he was probably a little bit better of a pilot, a little more familiar with the cards. So it was a little bit more challenging, but the same result. And then on round 3, I think,
Played
at the top
against,
tables, Mr. Ukaman himself, Uncommon, he was playing Fenrir, ended up losing to that, and then we were all at the top tables and we needed to head to the next event, so we ended up just finishing up pretty much at the third round, and I think I got second there, or third. Oh, I got third.
third. Yeah.
Because there was a undefeated with a tie, which was our gentleman here. I'll let him tell you about that. Then after that, we ended up running straight over to Command Zone in Hanford still for a one-piece tournament. I took Dofi, 4 rounds, went undefeated, got first in that one. So round 1, I played the new deck, the Reiju. Had almost zero clue what it did, but I was able to like see his cards and like study him up really fast. And he didn't exactly understand my build because he was like, "Oh, I play Dofi too," but I was like, "Not this kind."
Yeah, you don't play this.
Not this kind. Then round 2, I ended up going against Gecko Moria. I didn't have a ton of experience with Gecko either, but I fortunately had a little bit of testing against it. And I really just left the bodies on board. I never let them go to trash so they can recycle and come back out. As I just like with Dofi, it just wants to suspend your dudes and leave them there forever, pretty much. And that's what I did. And then the next round I went against another Gecko. Again, he's a bit better, but same result. I was able to take that one, and then in the finals we played against Katakuri. That round went probably longer than any normal time limit. That game went longer
Dude, that
than
game
normal
was so
time
long.
limit.
Dude, you were
I
living at
probably-
like 0 life for
Yeah, I had-
6
I-
turns,
about it.
dude.
I had
They even
0
have a
life.
timer on you guys?
No, I had 0 life by turn 3. Like immediately, I had 0 life, and then he was up to like 7 life. I probably ended up clearing like 8 or 9 security, which is wild. Against like having to clear that many security against Katakuri. So much of their security is live and stuff.
Even
Then-
in One Piece, like in general, like life don't get that big.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And so the next day, I was like riding my high on One Piece. We went to an event hosted by T-Mobile at Triumph TCG in Fresno. I took Dofi. Yes, and then I took Dofi. Ended up playing against Queen round 1. He's a really good player. Playing it really smart, playing around like my 10 drops and everything. We washed in that one. Ended up X1. After the law player, I played a couple RP laws. I like the bottom tables, and I was kind of confused. 'Cause I really thought RP law had really strong matchup this meta. Yeah, but I was like, okay. So I went one over the RP laws, and I ended up bringing up the bottom, and like I don't know, like how many players were there?
32,
30,
32,
32?
yeah.
32. So I was probably like 29th. And then the final one for the week we did was on that Sunday. We ended up going to Bird Dog in Fresno. Round one, I played against
We love Bird Dog.
our Wolf Boy Jesse. He was playing the Numamon. I have no testing against it. I was able to get turn 1. Honestly, I didn't think he was just expecting me to kind of clear security the turn that I did, because it was just like, whole suspend, swing, DNA, swing. And it's just like, oh yeah, okay. Well, that can happen sometimes. And then,
Go Bird.
yeah, and then he kind of like returned in kind the next turn, but like the game 3, just like he was saying, it's pretty much like we were waiting on our death X's because we like trying to wall and stuff, and it's like who's gonna death X who first. So he ended up getting it, and then I played against. Let's see, after Jesse.
It was me. It was me.
That's right. It was the Bielstar matchup. No, not Bielstar. Sorry, it was a Yellow Vaccine matchup.
Marcus Vaccine.
Yeah. So it was an interesting deck. It seemed strong, but the
Concept.
how ridiculously efficient it can go up is crazy through security and stuff. But then its resources just didn't seem like it could keep up. Kind of seemed like it had to just use a lot of cards to get that value, which is good because you don't use memory. But then he had 2 4s and a tamer, and he gave me too much memory, so I just death X'd him, and I gave him 10, and he couldn't make a play with 3 cards in hand.
That's how you throw a deck into the trash.
I'll tell my side of that story later. Don't worry, y'all.
It might be. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that was cake. Anyways.
That was cake is crazy.
Rude.
I don't even. And then round 3, what did I play?
I thought that was round 3. I think that was round 3.
Oh, then who did I have 2?
Jesse,
Jesse was round 1.
Jesse, round 2.
Oh, didn't you play Rylan? Or no?
Yeah, Rylan was round 2, wasn't it?
Oh, I did play Rylan. That's right. He had a misplay at the end, and then he tried to give it to me, and then I said, "No, you can't give it to me. I'm giving it to you." Because we were both gonna end it in time. We're like, "No, he won that first game," so I just reported 2-0. So he got that one, and
Nice.
and then the last game was against Cloud.
Yeah.
That's my weekend.
Cool.
Oof.
Great. Guys, there's 5 events this weekend, man.
This is probably the longest
This is
5 events.
weekend in GFG history in a long
21
time.
rounds.
6 if you count Jesse's Tuesday.
Yeah, right. Including Jesse's Tuesday, the extension.
Then it'd be 24 rounds in total.
TK, what would you play this weekend? What was your week like?
I'm really only going to talk about Sunday. So Sunday, the free One Piece sponsored by T-Mobile. Triumph, chill. Power Rangers, round 1. It was cool because I almost had it because when I hit Law against them, I ripped a 2K shield and a judge. And I know most people only play like 2 judges, so I figured, all right, cool, I got this. And like 2 turns later, he like right after I 10 dropped Luffy, Gear 5 Luffy on that one. So I had less Dawn than him. I had 5 Dawn. He had 7. I was like, cool. I know I got rid of his judge. Can't like rest my stuff. I had one open with the 4K shield. I'm chilling. But he top decked the field spell. Played the field spell, did it, found the judge, and then he was able to combo off and get down to 5 Dawn so he can have his rush. Because I had his board cleared out, so he got there, and with his judge, he rested my last Dawn, which my only shield was that 4K counter. GG. That we just beat Red Purple Law, and then we beat some guy playing Dofi. And then
that's right. We had a
lost.
matchup in Dofi.
Yeah, then hard loss to Yellow because Yellow's got that 4 drop. But more importantly, for the Digimon, round 1, we played against the Mario vaccine list. Got that. And then round 2, I played against Security Control. Security Control, that matchup was hilarious. So I got it 1-0. Game 1, and we're playing pretty quick the entire time. He kept like answering everything. But so on game 1, we finished in 10 minutes, game 2 took forever, and like what won me the set was like in the middle of game 2, he had one of those box of dice with like 20 dice in it, and he knocked it over the floor. And we're picking up all the dice, which took like a good 2.5 minutes. We ended up going to time because it's security control. But if we didn't go into time, I was gonna end turns. I would have decked out and would have been 1-1 draw. So shout out to my opponent for knocking over his dice. And
Yeah, feels bad.
Why does that like sound like some sort of like Weevil Underworld?
Yes,
fucking
we-
bullshit, right?
it was all on his side. He knocked it over on himself. That's
Nah,
on him.
I was there. That fucking shit was hilarious.
Round my card of the week that won me the tournament, though, I have to say, was the Kraken Boy, the 5-drop when
Yes,
Digimon long
one.
play, force your opponent to discard a card or gain a memory.
Oh.
Because at round
So
so
good.
Jesse got it hands down round 1, game 1, game 2. The only reason I was able to come back and get it is because when I played that dude, he discarded the Tamer, so he could the Saku, and he could not be able to rush next turn after he did full combo. He was just missing that I had no security after his full comboed, and
Oh no.
he rushed. So next turn, and then game 3 got that 3 Leviathans out, which is absolutely crazy. So your opponent Digimon dies, game 3 memory.
Oh shit.
I thought Ice Ball was bad.
And 3 Levias.
Multi Levias.
pretty hard to
Multi Levias is crazy, bro.
That's 6 sec checks on board.
That is
Yeah.
6 fucking checks, bro. Oh my god.
And he had another Levia X, so if I did another thing, he had a regular Levia, so he could have digivolved into that one and cleared more things. And
Yeah, so
sad.
I had plans, dude. I was like, that matchup, so Numamon matchup, anybody watching this and playing Levinmon into the Numa, get your Biting Chomps or whatever, the 8-drop,
Putting up,
down as
not
quick as
doing-
possible.
Yeah.
Biting Crush, you got to get that out. I used a Biting Crush on his little 3-drop, the on delete search, on my turn 1, I think. Was my turn 1
Yeah.
or my turn 2?
That's
And
crazy.
it was your turn 1, yeah. And that was honestly, in game 3, that was the play of the game, because once Biting Crush was out, I really could not break it, because I was like, oh my gosh, he has the Levia,
He's just gonna
and he just
tempo
got
like crazy.
yeah, so much value.
Yeah, the amount of tempo that Biting Crush gives you on the back end, even though you just give someone 8, is just so crazy, dude. So
It
crazy.
is.
Yeah.
That mon is very big and it comes out for free.
Yeah.
And it kills things too.
Yeah, but it ruins your day when it comes
dude,
out.
It hits the board and literally death rolls your entire fucking board, bro.
Literally, that's exactly what that fucking thing does.
Yeah.
It death rolls. That is
Yeah.
I was
death
playing
roll.
Etamon for how many
Digimon.
formats? Let me play a meta deck.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you know.
That's real. I'm down for it. I actually, even though the diversity in this Bird Dog tournament was a little more meta than we normally have. There's a lot of casual players, but I did like the strengthening locals feeling, because it is
Back in
kind
the
of
game.
It makes
I
us
don't know.
better. At the end of the day, it makes us better, which is
No
great.
100.
I think so.
I'm just a salty bitch.
It feels bad. I think, even though I say Numamon was one of my rounds in HP on Tuesday, it was a player that you can tell he's very new. I don't know if he's new to the game, or maybe he's just a casual player. Very unoptimal build. He was. I don't know. There's a lot of. I didn't ask for his thought process on it, but me playing fully optimal Mirage Galgamon, I sometimes that deck could just really blow a lot of decks out of the water. So it's just kind of a bad feeling to get the win, knowing that they flip egg and you're like,
That's GG's, bro.
I do like the idea of strengthening local as a whole. The better player you'll be in the larger events, Yeah.
For sure. Okay. You have anything else for that weekend, TK, or is that it?
That'll wrap it up.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, Unka Man.
Uncommon. So, okay, let's see. Friday. Okay, so I played Finir all weekend long for Digimon. And then for One Piece, I played a combination of both Corona and Sakazuki. That are 2 events. For locals on Friday, I'm not going to lie, I actually really don't remember round 1 on Friday. Kind of cooked. Round 1, I believe I played Fufu, Ryland.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He was just kind of having problems building some funky stacks with Gale. Yet I was just able to do Finrir Luga things, OTK, retain turn, clear boards.
Yeah.
Then in round 2, I played it against Hunters. That was kind of free. I'm gonna be completely honest. Hunters is a little too slow to the setup for Fenrir. Kind of took 3 turns to build up my discard, and then I just popped off, killed them, and rinsed and repeat game 2.
I mean, what is the state of Hunters right now?
It's not changed. It's still try to get your 4 tamers on board.
Mhm.
And then control the board with your boy Superior Mode, and be very aggressive with him as well. The card's so versatile. I just think that the deck hasn't had any direct support recently. So the cards around him have gotten powder crept, while he himself is still strong.
Can I be real quick on the Hunter deck?
Yes.
The reason that it's fallen off so much is for the simple fact it can't play trainings. That's the only reason it's not playable right now.
That's so
That's 1,000%.
correct. That's just so
100%.
correct.
I can see that.
That's just so correct.
If there was a training for like their subtext to be able to get everything to pop off.
Well, I mean, the deck
it'd be perfect.
itself is essentially just built-in trainings.
Even
Right,
then,
and that's why it did so well. It was the only
Agree.
thing that had access to that reduction in Digivolution. But now with trainings and everything, it's just
everyone has it. Yeah, everyone has
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
So
when
everyone's
Levia
just-
has access to trainings,
Maybe it just needs to not. Maybe it needs
Yeah,
to put some bombs or something, because like security is just too free. And
Loki, I think you could just use a better finisher. Quartzmon's strong, don't get me wrong, but Quartzmon by itself anymore just doesn't do it.
if you
Okay.
can catch somebody on a wide board, that's
Sure.
what I'm saying. We need to be more bulky, potentially in security, to live.
We can actually save this Hunter's discussion for later.
For sure.
This
Yeah,
is
if you
this is actually turning into a whole blown.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go.
I just wanted to say that.
No. I know. Sorry, I hate to stop the conversation where it's at, but we should absolutely save this. This could be its own video. I actually really like this topic. We can put a pin in this, and let me finish our weekend and then come back to it.
Yeah, look forward to that video, guys. We'll make a separate video on this.
100%. Round 3, I played against Smith. He was playing Shine. Game 1, I OTK'd him. Game 2, he OTK'd me. Game 3, I OTK'd him. Woo! Oh, literally, that's just kind of OTK deck versus OTK. It kind of felt like a Yu-Gi-Oh game, low-key. After that, on Saturday, we went and played at DJ's in Hanford during the Great Monsoon of April. Round 1, I played against Fufu again. Diomon. Same problem, just wonky stacks, but I was able to get it again. Keeping his bodies off board with Fenrir OTKing. It's a little harder to OTK him just because of how bulky and protect. Even with one a funky stack, he still has one form of protection on it, you know?
Yeah.
Just one form of protection is way easier to play around against like 9 bodies on board. So I was able to, I got it 2-0 against him. Round 2, I played against probably the most unique locals deck I've ever seen in my life. Homie was playing Greymon Tribal. Metal Greymon Tribal. Metal Greymon Tribal. Homie was playing Supreme Connections. 4 different fucking Metal Greymon. He was playing Raid Metal Greymon. He was playing both versions of the Blue Flare Metal Greymon.
Whoa.
He was playing Blitz
What
Greymon.
the fuck?
He
That's
was
actually
playing
so sick.
War Greymon Ace. Dude, no, it was the coolest fucking thing.
Dude, he's that guy. I fuck with that dude.
No rookies.
Oh, just hard play?
Just one egg. Just one egg.
Wait,
Just for the black source.
Man, this man's
Dude, it was Metal
3D
Greymon
chess.
Zoo.
That's actually so cool.
I wrote it, but it was like, it's a locals deck. That's what I love to see about locals. That's what I like to see at locals.
Look at you having fun.
Yes, exactly. Like, you know, if I saw that at, like...
That's some Jesse Cotton versus UFO turtle stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, no, it was cool. Game 1, he would actually put me on the back pedal pretty quick because of the PT10 Metal Greymon is still a fucking really strong card.
Yeah.
So he put me down to 2 security really quick, but he wasn't able to kill me. I Hellugered his Metal Greymon after he put me down to, like, I believe it was a 2 or 3 security, and then I used that turn to set, and then I killed him the turn following.
Yeah.
Super fun matchup though, really unique deck. And then round 3, I played against Black War Greymon Peaches.
Full deck.
Yes, I 2-0'd. it was 2-0 again. Blackboard Greymon is just still has this problem where it can't consistently build a fully
clean
protected
stack.
stack.
Yeah, I think it was like when Black War was then like it's not like it's super prime BT11 prime, but I think that BT12, BT to BT14 time is that like there was a lot of decks that required setup, so that Black War having the time to actually set up made
Build the stack. Now it's getting pressured out by these faster
Right.
decks where it
Yeah.
kind of has to build whatever stack it can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also there's a slight less reliance on tamers, or the fact that tamers can get fetched from like trash or stuff, which
Mhm.
it's like it just will just decrease Black War's value because it pops tamers.
Oh boy, pop my age.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely try, but then
No,
then
what?
again,
It's
see
still
the
annoying.
what's his called, the little guy, Luga just comes up and fetches it from trash.
Boy.
Yeah, so it's not like too much of an issue.
Soda good.
So big. I fucking love that little dog.
Bird Dog now, yeah.
No, Command Zone for One Piece.
Oh, true. Okay.
I played Corona Gecko, but worse. Honestly, I definitely didn't play the best of my ability. I was kind of burnt after Fright. Already at that point. Round 1, I played against Uta, which he kind of just kept playing into Corona. Built board, I would just suspend all of his stuff, swing into it, and then he would use all of his resources to build board again. And then I'd flood out all my bodies. I spent like the majority of that game just keeping his board low and then chipping away at him until he had no resources left. Sabo's the GOAT. This format, 100%. I think OPO5 Sabo is probably the most valuable card. Protects you from all the on deletion effect, KO effects. Onami and security might be the most frustrating thing in the game right now. Yellow is so strong, but again, Sabo MVP also can't be suspended by reject is huge. Let's see here. And then round 2, I played against Katakuri. He just saw Kinkanojo after Kinkanojo, and
It's probably
Kinkanojo
stacking.
after... No, he just played really aggressive. He kept the wonky hand, and I didn't see any blockers. So, yeah, he was just able to rush me down real quick. Went burr.
It's kind of crazy to think that, for example, like this is gonna go off tangent real hard again. So like we'll pull back, but
For sure.
the value of blockers in Digimon compared to One Piece is crazy.
It's insane.
Blocker in One Piece is so big, and like, I mean, blocker in Digimon is also like, high value as well. But
It just goes to show how different resource management in One Piece is to Digimon, even though they're both Bandai games.
yeah, but that's a
have
different
like a
discussion.
minimum of 8 on each deck. You need
Yeah.
a minimum of 8 blockers in One Piece.
I think I'd have to agree with that. It also absolutely depending on your deck. I don't think
Yeah.
Zoro's gonna be playing 8 blockers. He plays like 4.
Well, yeah, I digress. It's just
Absolutely. No, 100%. Game theory is always something I enjoy talking about.
What else was your One Piece
round
matchup?
round 3 in One Piece because it was 4 rounds. Gecko's just better. Perona, everything he does better. And then round 2 was the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So I went X3 on Fort, but and Sunday I decided to play a real deck. I played Sakazuki. I went 2-2. Round 1 I played against Reiju. That was my first time playing against it. It's definitely a deck I was interested in playing in the format, but ended up going really hard into Digimon during the OPO6 format. So I didn't miss my time for it, but I'm probably going to be staying on somewhere in the realm of the black decks for One Piece. But played Sakazuki, was able to keep using Hound Blaze and Porcelino to... I was playing basically OPO5.
Yeah.
Sakazuki, very not to the OPO6 lists, but regardless, I was able to use Hound Blaze to keep his big boys in the bottom deck, so he wasn't able to recycle and get value with the small bodies. It wasn't able to morph.
Yeah.
Round 2, I played against Yamato. He misplayed and tried to suspend Sabo with 1000 volt Amaru. Yeah, and I'm like, nah, that's not how that works. You're in the wrong color combination for that, sir. So I was able to. He swung, but he was cool about it, and just he still kept the play. I was like, "Are you sure? It's a free event. I really don't care." He's like, "No, no, no. I'll take my misplay." So I survived that turn to immediately follow up my own misplay. I miscounted my Dawn, and committed to a play, which I needed one Dawn. I told myself even before making any plays, I need to leave myself a 4 Dawn so I can play Rebecca. After the next play, he'll only have 1 card in hand, 1 card in life. There's 0 chance he's gonna have a Mar or a reject. Or if he does, he does kind of situation. I win if he doesn't. I lose if he does.
Yeah.
Miscounted my Dawn. Only had 3 up after the play, and it was like, all right, well, pass. Yeah, he almost overthought it though. He almost overthought it, but he's ended up swinging out. He got it. Yeah. Played round 3. Did I play against you, Josh? Round 3?
No. For
No?
the T-Mobile?
No.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
play.
I remember. Actually, sorry. The Yamato matchup was round 3. Round 2, I played against Katakuri, and yeah, Katakuri go Burr.
Yeah. Got waxed.
Yeah, and then round 4, I played against you, Josh.
You played against me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did play against me. That's right. That's right.
Did you guys play Digis instead?
No,
Jeff yelled at us.
we tried. I ain't gonna lie, we tried.
I wanted to test Black Autumn on Uber.
Dude, I know.
That card's so cool.
and
Sorry,
then-
but I digress. And then
Bird Dog.
afterwards, we went to Bird Dog, where I did play my Autumn on Black Autumn on Uber in Fenrir. That card's cool.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't play against Levia at all this weekend, so I didn't even actually get to use it.
Even playtest it? Oh, feels bad.
Yeah.
Feels
I
bad.
resolved
Can't even playtest
but-
the fucking tech, dude. I hate it.
I mean, low-key, it kind of came up in armor because I was able to keep his Magnamons from getting fucking insanely huge.
Yeah,
So that was kind of cool.
for sure.
Wait, did I just hear you're teching a card against me?
Yes.
Fuck off.
Says the guy that was teching fucking, what was it? Psychmon specifically for me?
Oh,
Chill, that's for Death X, sir.
Crazy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Wild.
who needs to play against Death X and
Wild.
Levy?
Yeah, for real. Just fucking death roll it, you
You don't have
monkey.
tamers.
Yeah.
See how many mons did I have out against you?
Well, that is true, but they all didn't have sources. So
I was
don't-
about to say, what does Death X do to those things?
Deceased.
That
You got
game
my level
three
6.
on me.
No.
Did you have anything else for Bird Dog?
Yeah, Bird Dog. I played round 1. I played against Armor. Played against Amir, RTO, the wonderful Amir. I 2-0'd him. I got my redemption. I've been issues with playing against Armor because gosh dang it, Magna, Black Promo Magna is bonkers out of security when they have
Like-
bodies on board.
Very bonkers.
Dude, that thing is
That
so
one
good.
card made that deck competitive.
Dude, that
It's-
deck is
it's kinda
so
crazy.
good. Was it? That's the D-Digivolve, like from security, right?
Yeah, and then if they have a Vmon
So-
on board, they
Then you
can
digivolve for
in.
free.
Dude,
Yeah.
so the good, bro.
Raw for
Oh,
Digivolve. Source strip 1 for every color of the targeted Digimon, and then
So
bounce
good.
any Digimon that
with
doesn't
no
have a source.
Saurus.
So good, so
strong, dude.
disruptive. I love it. What a card.
But
What a buffoon. Then
Round
in
two?
round 2, I played against Heavy Leomon, and it was just one of those games where you don't see AG till turn 4, and they've already kind of just busted you up because Heavy Leomon swings like a truck.
I didn't hear no bell though.
No, like Heavy Leomon is just like, okay, you pop me, I'm back, and then I'm gonna get roided out with final Goobaba Goon Punch
Yep.
and swing twice.
It's almost like
checking-
fortitude. It's a good mechanic.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a little sad that the Galemon line doesn't get fortitude, so we can't utilize the Hawkmon line from EX5, but we still have EX7 to address that.
Yeah.
Incoming Bird Boy, Bravemon, but better. Then in round 3,
Yeah.
oh god,
Secon.
dies. Secon wanted to unalive myself. Hate that deck. I notoriously have a really bad matchup against it. I refuse to play ADP.
Fenrir just does in general.
I refuse to play ADP. But fortunately, my opponent was playing a variant where he played heavy top end.
Yeah.
And I kind of was able to walk through security games 2 and 3, but I took way too much time thinking out my last turn. It was one of those games where you're in the last round and the TO called time and you never heard it until they called time again, time and overtime. So we're just like, oh, bananas.
That's rough.
Yeah.
So we tied, bubbled out due to it. Bottom line is,
Nah.
no, honestly though,
If you want to beat security control.
low key, but it's so irrelevant at our locals, other than when
Except for the
you
3
guys
times
play
you
it.
played.
Shut the fuck up. Well, yeah, but I dodged you every time you've played it, so I don't want to hear it.
Because I know your tech is emergency. Like,
I'm
does
not-
that? I was gonna see if that
I
came
changed my
up
list.
against that con.
No, honestly, the only matchups it's ever come up against is Levia.
Oh, true. You ain't biting Crush the Wolf there.
No, you cannot. And surprisingly enough, it did come up a couple times against Gaio and couldn't Crimson Blaze me.
So we take those.
But
Not get
it is just kind of too slow of a card
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now. So I'm not playing it. I've definitely changed my list up
Just
since.
just play ADP, bro.
I've thought about it.
ADP, baby.
I've been wanting to play both ADP and I've wanted to test Sea Blaze, but
Just do it.
I think we're gonna play a different dog this weekend.
Hey,
Crimson
yo.
Blaze really good against the mirror there.
Hey yo.
Dude,
different
fuck
dogs.
Crimson Blaze literally just wins me games against like Levia too. Just like
Bro,
I
what
literally
the
just
fuck?
Crimson Blaze them for a full 6, and they still just look at me like,
It's the
oh, I can't make a play.
I can't believe you've done this.
Wow, how do I play the game now? Huh.
Yeah.
I have a big dog and nothing to do.
I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Bro,
Yeah,
appreciate
I love God, I love Digimon.
Cool. Yeah.
Digimon's so good.
Cool.
Love it.
Last one is me.
Yeah.
Last one is Cloud. This week. This was our longest weeks, y'all. For everyone
So
listening.
long of a week.
This was a long week for us. I don't know if I don't believe we explained like where we went. So we started on Friday night playing Digimons. The morning of Saturday played One Piece. No, morning of Saturday played Digimon again. Straight into One Piece directly right after. 5 minutes in between. Straight into One Piece, and then after that night, or sorry, Sunday morning played One Piece again at like a bigger event, a much more competitive
32
event.
man.
32-man event for free event. Great.
Ooh, 2 boxes.
And finally also going to Bird Dog at the end. So like a 5-event week, 2 different games. Honestly, we're fucking burnt out, y'all. We're burnt out.
Real, the fact that I remembered any of my games from this weekend.
Dude,
is
on
a
God,
fucking
dude.
hero.
That is crazy.
Yeah, we literally hit the gauntlet, and honestly, I couldn't ask for anything better because it was so much fun at the same time.
For real. It was.
It was so much fun, and
Absolute blast.
yeah, dude.
It's one of the biggest adrenaline rushes you can get from this hobby.
just like going back to back and like thugging it out and like trying to play at peak performance, like while your HP bar is just so low, and you just
For real, you're staying.
yeah.
By the time of our last event, I was so fried.
I
We came
know.
back and did some testing. Oh my
I
god.
did
that
know,
was- that
dude.
low-key
No,
was
no,
a
no.
mistake.
Not only that, not only finished Bird Dog, but we also went back to headquarters to fucking test some more because we could, because I said
Yeah,
so.
that was a mistake.
Yeah, dude, I was so tired,
We were
bro.
playing like gorillas.
So yeah, let me get into my locals recap real quick. So was it Friday night played Beelstar. It was just the GFGs and plus the 1. Beelstar this week I teched in Gallantmon to try him out because Beelstar is basically SecCon with extra steps. So if SecCon can play stuff, why can't I? So we played Gallantmon, and Gallantmon actually came up for a couple of games throughout this week as I go through my rounds. Yeah, first round. Oh god, first round was against. Fuck, who was it against? It was I don't remember who round was.
You had the bike, you know.
I did have the bye round first.
There's only 5 of us.
I had the bye round first round, and then the second round was against Peaches.
Did you play against Imperial?
No.
Or did I switch decks? I might have switched
You
decks.
might have switched.
It could have been Blackboard Tribal at that time.
I think it was, and then play through that. Dude, I don't remember my fucking locals on Friday at all. Holy shit!
What I'm saying, that's what
Such a
that's what-
fucking
what
blur.
21 rounds will do.
Dude, it's such a fucking blur, and I didn't write any of this shit down. Oh fuck. Something for next time. And then so yeah, because we won. I didn't take second there. I placed 4th, so I lost against Lost against TK. Played against TK. Lost against T. No, I didn't even play against TK. He played China. I didn't see it at all. No, it was Peaches, but I don't remember. I don't remember what he played, bro. 3 different decks.
Your guess was as good as mine. Man.
Okay, and then, well, round 3, and then we played against. Round 3 it was against Rylan. That's what it was. Round 3 was Rylan, and I ended up beating him 2-0, which bubbled me out, and then I got placed 4th. And then from there, Saturday morning was DJs. DJs, we played there. A little bit more casual of a local place compared to like when we play against each other, as well as like the other Fresno location. Fresno locations. Oh wait, I have the deck profiles right here. Okay. And then so Ice Play People start again that day. First round was against a. Personally, have never tested much against Deva. And the Deva player, he played well, but also didn't. I don't think he was running an optimized list. That's what it felt like, because he was trying to go into Fanglong, but I felt like he could have gone to Fanglong a lot sooner. It's either that or like things weren't dying as much as he wanted to when he was swinging into my security. And I ended up just Beelstar Nailbone Rush for game, and then another one of the rounds Gallantmon for game. That one went to I actually 2-0'd him, and Gallantmon is what pushed me for game 2, and then for game 1 it was I just ended up playing better than him. I shined, and then Shine swung, and then Beelstar Nailbone for game. Yeah, so good. So good.
So good.
Then round 2 was against a Levia player. Unfortunately, the 2 Levia players that were at this event, they nowhere near as good as our boy T.A. Smith here. So
I believe they both said it was their first time.
Yeah, it was literally their first time. Like, I felt bad just because, like, literally round 1, like, he played a card, and then he was reading text to me while I was like, oh, man, here we go. But, you know, he played the best as he could. And I've just done so much testing against it, and I think
exactly a deck you should be taking for
for sure. And I think because I've played so much against TK with Levia, or at least I've seen him play it so much, and like I know what they're looking for, I was just able to kind of like easy 2-0 for me. And then round 3 was against Rylan again, actually, and Rylan was playing Gaio. And we ended up tying for that one. So, but because of that, it ended up making 2nd, and we won good prize. We got Fanglong Altart, so yeah, pretty good. And then finally, round 3, after that, we went straight to One Piece. For the record, I haven't played One Piece since Super pre-release. We'll talk about that later. I'll cut a segment in there, but yeah, I haven't played One Piece forever. And just now getting back into it. And so I was given a deck, and I was told to fuck around and find out, and I fucked around and find out.
You said, where is Gear 5 at? And I said purple.
True. Yeah. We went to the locals event, and I actually I ended up not playing just because I was just trying to relearn the game again. But it ended up becoming pretty fun. And then from there, going into Sunday morning, played at the event. Now that like I was familiar with the deck, round 1 we played against Katakuri, and I think I played pretty well. This might be my first time really playing against Katakuri. I dropped 2 Magellans.
Magellan.
I doubled Magellan by like turn 2 and 3, and so dude, yeah, it was turn 2 and then turn 3 I played Magellan. He was just like, fuck.
I believe Jesse told you to do that in the chat the day before.
I got you, bro.
And so I played that. I just hard played them and just ripped it. And then I was trying to get more ripped out, but I didn't have any real way to KO itself. That's what I was trying to figure out for the deck, whether or not he could KO himself or anything along those lines. Just trying to micromanage between all that and Dawn was just pretty interesting overall. And then I misplayed the last turn, which may or may not have won me the game, but I had 10 Dawn up, and I had Kaido in hand, and I had like I had 3 swings on board, but one of them I had only 3 swings on board. The play was to put 1 Dawn under Magellan, to make him a 7k to bait out the 2k drop to see if he would drop it. Which he did not, so he took that and he was at 0 life. And then from there, I was supposed to Kaido and then pop something on his board and then swing Kaido, forcing another, like big blocker stuff. But it ended up misplaying and through. I literally counted 9 and then remember fucking putting a Don under the other Magellan and then swung with it. And I was like, fuck. But what ended up happening was before I could like retract the play and change my mind, he had already dropped the 0 drop and revealed it in hand. So I was like, okay, I can't take it back anymore. So, but that ended up costing me the game, or if not, I would have gone round 1. Round 2 was against, I think, Structure Deck Sanji, or I believe.
Blue Green Sanji Zoro.
Yeah. Blue Green Sanji Zoro.
Yeah.
I couldn't really find my pieces. I think I should have mulliganed, which I didn't, because I'm still learning the deck, and I ended up. It was a swift swing for him. I think it was pretty tight still, like maybe like one life with him, and then I had none, but it was still like I was trying to figure out what he was doing, and
I believe he topped with that.
no way, dude.
Yeah,
I
remember?
believe-
Oh, Karakuri ended up
I
winning.
didn't know.
Winning.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was honestly he was just playing super aggressively, and people just kind of weren't ready for it.
yeah. Wait, did he end up topping?
I believe he got 4th.
That's
Could be wrong.
crazy. Mine, I don't think it's the same dude,
Uh,
but I digress. And then after that was round 3 was against our boy. No, round 3 was against a. Oh, who is he playing? A green leader. Yeah, it was a green leader. I don't know who it was.
Rosianate?
Shoot.
Blue Green Rosianate?
I think so. Yes.
I seen one like in the bottom tables next to me, so
Yeah, that was me. Which I ended up beating him. Just outswung him, and then Magellan ripped his Dawn, so he was backpedaled it like an entire turn, and I ended up winning that. And then from there, yeah, dude, so good. And then after that, I played against our boy Ukaman, uncommon. Last
Hey, let's
one,
go.
and we tried to sneak a Digi's game in for the game, but because we were
Tio
both
couldn't
kind of
out.
burnt out, but Tio found out, and I was like, okay, all right. So we played, and he ended up getting the game, which I thought was still like a very educational game. One Piece is fun, enjoying it, gonna get back into it, and we'll see from there. After that, we went to Bird Dog. Bird Dog played the for lack of better words, the copium of what I have in mind. If you don't know, I have like extreme like deck identity problems right now, and I've only been playing Beal Star. I've gone through like 3 different decks, y'all, and Marcus Vaccine was the next thing I was gonna try out, and it was something just because I saw Marcus play it or Mario play it, and I wanted to test out his list and see what it was all about, because he topped 15th at regionals, so could have been good, but we decided to try it out. Personally, for me, the list feels very catered to player.
100%.
So there's a lot of things in there that probably made sense to him, but not to me, which great for him. I just couldn't figure out the mindset of like what he was doing until probably till like game 3. But even then, my matchups were pretty rough too. Round 1 was against our boy TK, which was against Levia, and I was also still kind of learning the deck. And while I was able to heal and play defensively long, Levia just freaking slammed me like no other. Like I had no opportunity to really swing or like really check his security to kind of apply pressure, and I think that's personally why I don't like the Marcus list. There's the Rise. I think the only thing that felt good was having Rise under there, but even going up the line, what ended up happening was I go up the line, have the Rise in there, and then have Venus on board, but then it would just get shot down by Binding Crush. So I was just like, bruh. So like I couldn't swing for the checks that I wanted to because he just had Binding Crush in hand. And then from there, round 2, so he got that 2-0, lost that 2-0, and then round 2 was against brother Amir. He was playing armored, Magna Armor, and that was such a grindy, long fucking game, y'all. Oh my flippin' god. The highlight of the game, I'll just talk about that real quick. He got it 2-1. The highlight of the game, funny enough, was I Venus mode 3 times,
Oh my god.
and then he hit 4 Magna X Andes on board.
Yeah, I remember walking by.
Holy crap.
Dude,
I
so
saw that. That was a crazy play.
dude, it was so shitty, bro. So it was I had Venus the board, so he couldn't swing me for sec 1 for like 2 turns. I was able to go into it twice, and then I digivolved into Shine 5k to the board, swing with Shine into security, and it pops the flocker that D digivolved the black one.
Oh,
the
yes.
Magna?
the Magna.
D digivolves the Shine, so I don't get the fucking extra minus
End of attack
10k.
effect.
That's what, because I had 2 stacks. I had 2 stacks of Venus and then a fresh stack of another Venus, Digivolve Venus. So it was like 2 blank, and I'd Shine last turn. So the 5k effect from last turn was there, but he so ride me, so Shine couldn't swing and put another 10k on to hit the 10k. So I evolved to Shine again to put 10k on board, but it's all of their X Andes are 11k. So when I swung in security, he digivolved me. I couldn't wipe his board. Oh my god, I was balding, dude. Oh my, so mad, dude. I
All
was
those
like,
Yeah.
tiny little.
The fact that
1K
Magna's a
Magna
security
bombs.
bomb is so nuts. Like
yeah.
that.
I thought there was a play where you did wipe his board. No, like he ended up like recovering 3 times with because he had like
That
3
came
Magna
after.
X's.
He had to do it again.
Yeah, I had to do it
Oh,
again,
okay.
and but because of that, everything like went into security, and I had to force myself swinging into security, and then by that time he just spit stuff out on board, and I couldn't win game.
Yeah.
Super grindy, and I was like, the game was over. The game was over. He got. I was like, okay, fuck it, whatever. We'll figure this out. And then I was like, cool. Wonder what my next opponent is. It's another fucking Magna player, and it's against Peaches. And oh my god, this match was even fucking worse, y'all. So literally, I opened the nuts, dude. I have 2 aces in hands. Magna Ace, and Angelwomon Ace. The Patamon, a TK, and the level 4 secret Angemon, right? Fire opening, right? Turn 1, Digivolve, draw, put TK down past turn. Great, right? Turn 2, bring out Pata, swing it in there, drop the Angemon in there, Digivolve into Angemon, right? Blast it over, like pop his like level 3 or whatever on board, and then swung us, and I pass turn, right? And then he drops Death X, turn 3, and I had no rookies in hand. All I had was the blast cards. All I had was Angelwomon in hand and a fucking like a Shine Rune Mode in hand. I was like, what the fuck do I do with these cards? So I just sat there getting slapped by fucking Death X and a bunch of Vmons and just had to take it. Fucking hated it, dude. He gave me 10 fucking memory and I couldn't do shit, dude. Oh my god, I was so mad.
Mario vaccine was not the play.
Yeah, like because I was watching this video about it and I understood the intent. The intent is you have Venusmon and then you have the Marcus Swinger that digivolves into a Greymon in the back. You drop the level 3, you swing with Venus, and Venus digivolves into Shine Ruined, and then you get their whole effect Wooty Woo, while also blanketing when digivolving can't do this. All the effects for Venus and all the effects for Shine in one turn. A great idea in theory. I just couldn't probably just couldn't execute it with. He probably play tested like a shit ton. Obviously he play tested like a shit ton.
He has a theory that I do really like, where he plays. He tries to have a 70% win rate on the deck before he takes it to an event.
And I think that's a very respectable like standard to have for a profile.
100.
But definitely like for me, I just wasn't playing it well because it was like my first time as well, but also personally play style wise it just didn't fit what I wanted to do. It was just there were so many times where it was just so defensively heavy that when I wanted to swing I couldn't swing because I couldn't afford the opportunity to without the risk of like my shit getting blown up. And then not only that, I have ace cards, so I just give them free memory, so it's like great, I love it here, right? Yeah, that was my locals. We're gonna take like a 10-minute break, intermission, bathroom, drink water, and everything like that, and we'll be right back, guys. Blah blah blah.
Hey, we did it.
Hey guys, thank you so much for being a part of this podcast. Thanks for listening and spending that time with us. We are Gale Force Gaming. Please do stay tuned. We do plan on doing these podcasts weekly. So just check out for Wednesday when we drop the videos and hit that bell icon and follow us and come.
Let us know what you like. What you
Yeah,
don't.
hit
What
hit
are
up
you
that
playing?
comment section. What are you guys playing? Like any questions you have for us? Like we'd love. We're adding a segment at the end where we answer some comment questions at the end. We'd love to hear you guys. Or come to the Central Valley area and come play TCG with us at any of the aforementioned locations. DJs Collectibles. Help me out here, guys.
Triumph TCG.
Triumph TCG, Bird Dog
Bird Dog Gaming.
Collectibles, HP Gaming.
Yep. Any of those locations, Central Valley area. Just hit us
Oh,
up.
Triumph or HP TCG. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's almost a tournament every single day if you guys are in the Fresno area looking to play.
Fresno County has a tournament
sure.
for once a week for every card
Yeah.
game.
And shout out to all
Yeah.
those stores. Shout out to Steve in particular. He's my favorite. I love you very much, Steven. If you're listening,
Steven.
we love you.
And just the rest of our local players as well. And a special shout out just to you, Jesse, again, just for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much again for being a
Appreciate you.
guest
Thank you.
in
Thanks
this
for having
first
me.
video. We'd love to have you again, man. And
For sure.
yeah, this is GFG's signing off.